Hi everyone! Today we're gonna look through relationship advice subreddit. Hope you're sitting comfortably. Or maybe you're getting ready for a date now while I accompanying you. That's great. Anyway, let's go. My university found out about my YouTube channel. How do I date now? I am a YouTuber with a couple 100,000 subscribers. I am an upperclassman in a STEM field at a large university. Within the last year, I had a couple videos and memes go viral. The kind in which 30 people from high school randomly contact you out of the blue. Now, everyone I know and meet in various activities knows who I am. I find the popularity really uncomfortable. I never was popular. I got into making YouTube videos as a way to relax and therapy almost. I enjoy making the content and random people on the internet enjoying my work. I like to make other people happy. I don't like the attention I'm getting in person for it. I know, first world problems. Dating was never my strong suit, but this has sent it off the rails. I struggle with made-up trust issues in my head, maybe for good reason. When I talk to people I don't know, I feel like I am lying by omitting parts about me. I try to find middle ground, but too many people know that. They eventually find out. It's not that everyone found my YouTube channel. It is that enough people did that it had spread through word of mouth to everyone I talk to. I work very hard on myself. I always thought I would get out of this by being the most healthy, active, interesting person possible, or maybe just having a lot of cool hobbies. It just doesn't seem to be going anywhere because everyone I meet knows everything about me before I know anything about them. My two questions are this. First, how can I be positive the people I romantically involve myself with have good intentions? Or to say it another way, how do I know they like me for me and not just because of the clout it brings? I really thought only having a couple 100k this wouldn't be a problem. But it's weird to watch people find out and they change how they act around you. Second, if I meet people who do not know who I am, how do I share enough for them to be interested for long enough to get to know them? Where should I look to date to ensure I can do this? How do I avoid people that do know telling people I am interested in? I refuse to use some dating apps, as it's very easy when you happen to include some details and very difficult when you exclude others. This has really messed with my mental health over the last few months. Thank you, kind strangers, for any advice you can offer. I will try to answer any questions in the comments. Chocolate Chalk Scream commented, when you meet someone new, you do not need to include this bit about yourself at all if you aren't comfortable. It's not lying by omission. By that logic, everyone is lying by omission then, because of course, there's no way anyone can get out everything about themselves in one conversation or a couple. Not ever really. Mavkish commented, consider that part of the you they like you for is that you are the type of person who can turn a personal hobby into a successful venture and other people truly enjoy your work. You are a person who successfully makes things. Perhaps it's not about clout chasing, but actually just an acknowledgement that you are the type of person who succeeds. Sure, we all wish for people to like us for who we are, but what we do is a part of who we are. Don't disregard people's appreciation of your success as being selfish. They might just be recognizing your achievements as being indicative of your character in a positive way. Reddit has a horrible culture of toxic suspicion around all romantic relationships. Don't embody it. Exotesfaye commented, if you're looking to just hook up, then this should help you more than hinder you. It's easy to get laid and even easier if people have this preconceived notion of you being internet famous. If you're looking for long term, then to answer your question of how do I know if they really like me for me, you don't. You might never know. All you can do is focus on your schoolwork and see how your potential girlfriends act. If one girl is more interested in YouTube or money, then you know. If one girl seems to be genuinely enjoying time with you, then you can continue with her. You just gotta do some field research and work as you go. For question 2, I would recommend you to not bring it up, ever. You want to get to know someone before you tell them about your channel. Where to meet people? The world is a big place. I guarantee you'll have no trouble running into people who have no idea who you are, especially if you go to another city. Post number 2. Girl I'm dating is so self-conscious about her slightly overweight body, it turns me off. While there is no doubt she's very beautiful, sweet, passionate, and has more empathy than way more girls out there, she's been slightly overweight since childhood and has a belly that shows. When she's with me, she wants me to make love to her but keeps hiding her belly and her thighs, and basically any part of her that's a bit flabby, even in private. On the other hand, she just indirectly keeps justifying all the time how she's lost weight compared to last week, and keeps asking me to rate her body compared to last week. I don't have an effing problem with her weight because I've dated girls who were overweight, but confident, and I think it's the confidence that's attractive. Also, most of her talks are about junk foods, how she ate a whole box of cheese with ramen, blah blah, followed by how she's trying to brisk walk, intermittent fast, and everything to lose weight that she doesn't really want to. Which is fine, I think, but I don't want to talk about all this because it keeps the whole conversation focused on her body image issues. Her mindset is so focused on her weight problems that almost all the time we're either having dull conversations or talking about her body image issues. I have been physically attracted to her for a long time, but honestly, it has started to turn me off that she cannot look beyond her body image issues, not even for me. Let me know what to do, and if I'm the bad guy here because somehow I feel like that. Anyways, commented, this warrants a serious conversation. She should really seek out a therapist to help her work through her body image issues. That can be difficult to bring up, but if you're comfortable having a gentle conversation with her, don't make it about you and how you're turned off by her issue. That will likely make her more self-conscious, but sharing how you feel about her and your concern for her own well-being and how she sees herself will be honest and helpful. OP replied, yeah, I also felt that maybe trying a therapist could help her, and I kinda understand that I cannot directly ask her to consider therapy for her body image problems. Few years back, she was depressed due to family and career-related reasons, and I think that phase is still affecting her in some way. So I've suggested therapy many times, cause I've myself taken therapy and I think it brings some great changes to you. And I thought maybe once she gets comfortable with therapy, she'll discuss her body image problems as well. But she just won't agree to taking therapy because she thinks it's for crazy people. I've tried many times, but she would always just change the topic or blatantly defend that she doesn't need therapy. You must be kidding, commented. I think you need to be honest with her in a kind way. Say all these things to her. Also tell her that you want to be supportive of her, but you can't be the person that listens to all these issues and that you would like to help her find a therapist. And that you want your relationship to work. You are very attracted to her, but that if the relationship continues along this course, and not because of her size, but because of her confidence, self-esteem issues, and that you want it to work, so please consider a therapist to work through her issues in a healthy way. Edit. She will be hurt, but she needs to hear you, and you need to give her time to process this, because she is in a self-hate spiral. Also, discuss this when she has not said a bad thing about herself, meaning you aren't reacting. It's a new conversation. Yes, in later comments, OP said that he will honestly talk with her, so wish them the best, wish them luck. Time for story number 3. I don't understand why my husband wanted to marry me as a virgin. when he wants me to be this sexual all the time. English is not my first language, but I'm pretty good at it. Yet, still I make mistakes, so I'm warning you there. Yeah, English isn't my first language too, so I'm warning you there. I am 21F and religious. My husband is religious in a strange way. I thought he was very religious when we were getting married because he really wanted me to be religious and a virgin. These were qualities important to him, and also qualities that were important to me, to have a religious guy especially. But since we have gotten married, he has been wanting to have sex all the time. He doesn't want normal sex either. The more I give in, the more bizarre it becomes. I don't understand why he would like choking me, for example. And he wants to do very gross things which are actually disgusting and not anything most people would consider sexy. Then he says he needs threesomes or to have an open marriage because I'm not satisfying him. But I don't understand why he ever wanted me. Now I'm worried for the cause of our marriage. I don't know what to do because he wants me to be someone I have never been. When I try to talk about this, he says I'm perfect, and that's not true at all, but there's no reason I shouldn't be exploring these things with my husband. I just really don't want to anymore, but I don't want to hurt our marriage. Lies Mary commented. For the record, simply not wanting to explore things you find disgusting in bed is a perfectly good reason for not wanting to. You should never feel like you have to in any sort of sexual circumstance. ETA. This might not be what you want to hear, but it sounds like you got married for the marriage and he got married because it gave him sexual freedom that religion didn't allow. I'm not sure if counseling is the answer, but don't do anything you don't want to do. He's your husband. That doesn't mean he has any right to your body. OP replied, "Thank you. He would never make me do anything, but he pouts and begs and gets so upset. I don't want him to do anything with other women, so I am in a situation where technically I don't have to do anything for him, but the consequences of not doing anything can be so bad that I really do." Lies Mary replied, "I'm only 28, but I've done enough dating to know that this isn't normal behavior in a healthy, loving relationship. He's not literally forcing you to do anything, but this is certainly coercion. Especially if it means he's going to bring another woman into the picture if you don't do what he wants. At the risk of making a judgment with little information, I'm going to say that you deserve better than this. Marriage isn't supposed to be like this." Smashed Adams commented, "This, unfortunately, is the consequences of not communicating sexual needs before getting married. He likely didn't do any of these previously due to being religious, but now that you two are married, he's expecting you to do those things. If you are uncomfortable, and it sounds like you very much are, you might not be compatible. Divorce might be in your future." OP replied, "There are things I know I was supposed to do that weren't really allowed. Things like he said he would need once we were married, like oral sex. But the stuff he's introducing is really very weird and uncommon, so I don't know why he wouldn't bring it up before. I don't want to divorce. I was hoping there was some way we could work on this." Chonkosaurus Rex commented, "What exactly do you want advice on? You are in an abusive situation that will not improve if you stay. When people point it out, you got into denial. As someone who used to be in an abusive situation, I get the impulse to point to the love bombing as the good times you have together. But what exactly are you looking for here from this post? If you aren't interested in any points of view pointing out how horrible he is treating you and that it probably won't improve? Man, I don't know. I know that's it for today, guys. If you have any advice, please write it in the comments. Thank you for listening, and I really wish you have a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye. See you next time.